Hey, everybody. Merry Christmas Eve today. I hope you all are having a wonderful day so far. I'm getting ready to get ready. I'm going to be going to I'm going to be going upstairs to my daughter's house tonight. And I wanted to just go ahead and put my makeup on so I'd be ready when the time comes. We're going to start getting together around 4. It is now 15 to 11 here. And I'm just going to go ahead and get ready. I'm going to run out and do a few little errands before we get together. So let's get started. Um, I hope you all are having a good day and a peaceful day, and that you are thinking about friends and family, and that the things that the Lord, what it means when the Lord sent his son down to be born. And I think that's just absolutely a wonderful, wonderful, one of the most wonderful events in history, probably second only to the resurrection, or probably of equal importance as the resurrection. So, yeah. So this morning, I don't know if you all are following, um, if you all follow any of the people on YouTube that do like Christian news or anything like that. So today I was looking because there's a couple of stories that I'm following, and this is something that I just wanted to talk with you all about today because I've been kind of following this story, and I just kind of want to know what your all's opinion is on this. There's a lady on YouTube called Julie Roys, Roys, and she has a podcast and she has a YouTube channel called The Roys Report. And she does a lot of investigative work into ministries and into stuff like that, just to kind of hold people accountable for the things that they say and do. And she has been instrumental in exposing some things that needed to be exposed. And there's something going on right now in the body of Christ with one of the major kind of following that story. Um, I don't want to get real specific about it because I don't, all I know is what I've watched on, different reporting channels about it. So I don't really want to comment on on who it is or what it is or all this stuff. But I will say this. It does seem to me that right now, this year, for some reason, there have been a lot of things in the body of Christ that have been exposed, that have come to light. And I definitely think that they are things that should be exposed and come to light. You know, the Bible is very clear, and it says, be sure your sin will find you out. And let me tell y'all, I'm living proof that that is absolutely true, because the things you do in secret, they're revealed in the light. So, unfortunately, oh, I didn't have my microphone on. I mean, I've got it on, but it's not over here. Now let's try that and see if that's better. Unfortunately, some of these things that are coming out now about this TV station are just, they're bad. And I wanted to just put a word out here for everybody who does give money or follow any of the TV evangelists. And I know that evangelism does. We live in a world where evangelism does cost money. I'm not saying anything, negative about that or anything. Oh, don't do this or don't do that. Let the Lord lead you, okay? But I am saying this: when you support a TV ministry and you do not investigate it to find out different things about them, or find out what's true, or check into their financials, or see anything like that, you're kind of asking for trouble. So I just want to encourage you to, if you are supporting any ministry that you do not have hands-on experience with, I'm going to encourage you to really check into it before you give them money or, you know, whatever, any of your assets or anything like that. Now, that's just the insurance, the old insurance agent in me talking right there. Because, you should do that with not just with TV ministries, but with any type of investment that you're going to make. You need to check it out thoroughly before you put money into it. I'm just saying. But be especially um, diligent if it's money that is supposed to be being used for the Lord, because I firmly believe that that is an area, and I'm not saying all ministries do this, because I don't believe they do. There's lots of really good ministries out there that do great work for the kingdom of heaven. But I am saying that we need to check that. The Bible specifically tells us to know those that labor among us. And we need to know these people. We need to know what they're doing with our funds. We need to be aware. So I'm just telling you, if you are giving money to certain, I got to figure out which side this is, certain different, you know, ministries, make sure that they post financials, um, and make sure that they're accurate, and check them out online. There's lots of reporting agencies that do keep up with this for people, and just check it out. Your local church is easy enough to see if the money's going where it needs to be going, because you're right there. You can do hands-on stuff about that. You can check that out, pretty much firsthand. With televangelists and TV and radio ministries, even podcasts, you really don't have an opportunity to see. You're just kind of taking their word for it that that's where the money's going. And sometimes that's not exactly what's happened. And there is a trend, and I don't want to even say this because it sounds so bad, but there is a trend, because I was involved in charismatic Pentecostal evangelical churches for years, and there is a trend to sweep things under the rug, and I'm just going to say that and put that out there. I'm not saying that I wouldn't go back to a church like that. I'm not saying anything like that, because there's lots of wonderful ministries that do things like that, that are, good, solid ministries. And, they need our help, and it's perfectly fine, but please just look into it. That's all I'm saying. I've learned some really alarming things that unfortunately do seem to be true about some of these ministers lately, just from listening to the Roy's report. And she is a very well-respected journalist. She's a Christian, and she's very balanced. So just look her just look her up, if you have any questions. And I've been thinking that, especially today at Christmas, after I've been watching some of the stuff, last week and today. Um, Jesus came for us to have a life, and to have an abundant life. God wants us to live our life to the full. He wants us to have abundance. But abundance does not equate um, money always. It does sometimes, but it's not always about the money. And like I said before, yes, I know we all have to have money to survive. Ministries have to have money to do the work they do. I'm not saying anything like that, but just be wise. That's all I'm saying. So now, today is Christmas Eve. And what are you guys doing today? Are you spending time with your family? Is this something that you've been looking forward to? Is this a difficult day for you? Christmas Eve is a difficult day for some folks, really is. Um, some folks have lost their loved one. I lost my mom in December in 2019. So December can be a really hard day for a lot of folks. So if it's an especially difficult day for you, let me know because I would like to pray for you. And I may not be able to answer the comments today because I'm going to be busy, but I will be checking them over the next few days. And I would be more than happy to pray for you if you're having a tough time this holiday season. And you know what? It's okay to feel whatever way you feel. It's perfectly fine to feel that way. I know sometimes some families are just hard. And I can tell you from experience, like I've talked before about on this channel, my late husband's family were they were uh they were a family of chaos. They thrived in that. My family wasn't. I had not been around that, and that was very difficult to adjust to. So just know that especially as we get older, it's okay to have peace in your home. It's okay to separate yourself from people who bring chaos in their wake. It's okay. Because one of the candles that we light during Advent season is the candle of peace. Let me turn my phone off. It's making a ding. Hold on. And we want to have peace in our home. So I was watching a lady on YouTube this week, and she was talking about that very thing and about how as she has gotten older, she and her friends they're in their she's in her late 50s, and she was talking about this, about how they have chosen to really just kinda move kind of out in the country and away from people and away from their family so they could have peace. I know that's not possible for everybody to do that, and I don't recommend that. In fact, I don't necessarily recommend that a person does that, but you do what you gotta do to have peace in your life. I'm just saying. There's no reason to not have peace. And even in the midst of other people's chaos, and I'm going to call it that because sometimes other people just want to bring chaos into your life. But in the midst of that, try to be as peaceful as you possibly can today and tomorrow. And let the Lord, let the Spirit of the living God just rest and abide on you and be with you and instruct you in what to do and how to handle the holiday season if it's a rough one for you. You know, my mom, when she passed away, she was 82 and she had Alzheimer's and she had been sick for, about 9 years. And even so, that was tough. I can't even imagine what it would be like to lose a child or a spouse at Christmas. I cannot imagine that. And if you guys have had to go through that, I wanted to say I am really, really sorry. Um, and I'll be praying for you all today because that is one of the worst things that can happen. I've got a friend whose birthday is this month, right very close to the 24th, and her husband passed away on her birthday. And I cannot even imagine. It was hard enough when my husband passed in March. That was a hard enough, thing to walk through, and I can't even imagine walking through something at a different time, like a holiday or something like that. So, if that is something that you all have gone through, just let me know, and I will pray for you today. Like I said, I may not be able to respond to the comments because I am gonna be busy today, but I can check them out, and I can say a prayer for you. Okay. So now that we've covered everything under the sun, my hair's a hot mess today, ladies. I tried something different with it, and I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I might have to do something with this. I may have to put on a wig today. I cannot with this hair. I'm trying to let it grow out just a little bit, and it is absolutely just wild every which way. It's just wild. So I'm hoping for the best today, and if not, I'll just, like I said, I'll throw a wig on. I had this purple I bought this stuff at Walmart. It was this pink hair chalk. Well, I put it on and it's kind of it almost was a purple look. And I kind of like it, but I didn't want to wear it today because I didn't want if we take pictures around the tree or do any of that stuff, I didn't want to have the year Grammy had purple hair. I didn't want to do that necessarily. Although it would make it be memorable. So maybe I will do that today. But I'm looking forward to tonight. It's gonna be the kids are gonna be opening their gifts, and it's gonna be a real relaxing night. I'm gonna get to see my granddaughter and my great-grandson, and I'm very, very happy about that. I don't get to see her very much. She works a lot, and she's a very hardworking young lady. I'm very proud of her. So, I probably don't talk about her as much on here as I should, but I don't see her very often. Usually a birthday or a holiday because that's about all that she can get off. Or if she comes over to visit, mom and dad upstairs, I'll go up and see her. But she has been supporting herself and her son since she was 19, and she's got a good job and she works hard, and I'm very proud of her. Proud of her and her little family. I saw my grandson, the little one. He's 6. I saw him this morning. I went upstairs. I made some brownies, and my stove down here, I have one of those Ninja double um, double ovens is what I have, and then I have a cooktop with 2 burners. Is what I have. I don't have a stove. So that Ninja will only fit like a square pan. It won't fit like an oblong pan in it. So I made the brownies and then I took everything upstairs to cook it in the oven, and they just got done a little while ago, but I saw my little grandson when I was up there, and he is right now obsessed. They showed the old movie Frosty the Snowman in his class, and he is obsessed with Frosty the Snowman now. And somebody gave all the kids a Frosty the Snowman coloring book, and he has been coloring that just like crazy. And so yesterday, I actually found the book, Frosty the Snowman. Same character, looks the same, little golden book. And so I bought him one and I put it in his Christmas gift. But I saw him this morning and that's what he was doing. He was up there coloring Frosty. He colored Frosty blue because he said Frosty was really cold. So he was going to color him blue. And I said, well, that makes perfect sense to me. And it does. I feel blue sometimes when I get cold. I'm gonna try something here with this red lip liner, and we're gonna see if this is gonna work. I'm not using it, like, really heavy or anything, just well, I guess it is kinda heavy, but I'm gonna use one of these glow sticks, see what this does. This is actually a cheek color, but y'all know me, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a cheek color, it can be anything I say it is. So, anyway, this turned it kind of a pinkish color, which I'm not sure that that looks so good with this red Rudolph nose thing I've got going here, so let's try something else. Get that off. May have to just go ahead and put my I may just have to go ahead and put my red lipstick on, so let me do that. I don't know what it's going to look like over this, but we'll find out here in a second. And like I said, a lot of the things that I'm using, y'all, are things that are discontinued because, like I said, I am trying to use up a lot of my product so that I don't have just miscellaneous product laying around, and I need to cull the herd here. So for some reason, I always get a little bump right there, not like a acne or anything, but I want to have a little line that bumps out right there on my lipstick every time I put it on. My lipstick must be crooked right there. My lips must be crooked, or they've got a little place or something. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that, but that seems like what's going on with me all the time anymore. Okay, so here's the look. Here's the look with the glasses, and I kinda like this. I've gotta do like I said, I've gotta do something with my hair. My hair has absolutely you all have seen my biological hair. Um, I am very blessed to have hair, but my hair doesn't have it has no body of its own. It just lays there like a dead possum on top of my head. It doesn't do it doesn't do anything on its own. So any body or life I have to it, I have to roll it and curl it and do all this kind of stuff. And in the process, that just damages the hair. So I'm right now going through a big phase. Okay, what should I do? Should I cut it short, real short again because it is a lot easier for me to maintain and it actually looks better, but I'm not certain that the cut looks as good as when I have a little bit more hair. And of course, right now, as I get older, I want to say, okay, which way makes me look younger? So I probably don't need to worry about that and do what's the easiest thing for me. I'm just saying, girls. Guys, I hope you all have a very, very Merry Christmas. And may the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face to shine upon you right now, especially during the Advent season. And as we look to the birth of Jesus, let's also look to his return because he is coming back for his people. Guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye bye.